Hey folks, my name is Ravish and welcome back to another video in the series of DevSecOps Project. Now, as you can see on my screen, we are going to talk about the Linux installation. Okay, so the agenda for today is Oracle VirtualBox download and the installation part. We're going to download the Ubuntu VDI and we are going to install it. So the Ubuntu installation using Oracle VirtualBox, that's the next thing we are going to do. And then we are going to do a few updates on that. So that would be today's agenda. Okay, I'll give a bit overview of what exactly is Oracle VirtualBox and what is exactly VDI. Okay, so Oracle VirtualBox is a cross-platform virtualization software. It allows users to extend their existing computer to run multiple operating systems, including Microsoft Windows, Mac OS X, Linux, or Oracle Solaris at the same time. So you can just create a few VMs in your system using Oracle VirtualBox, and they can run at the same time, provided that you have the memory, you have the RAM, you have the infrastructure, or you have the resources for that. All right, the next thing we'll talk about is the VDI. So VDI is virtual desktop infrastructure. So virtual desktop infrastructure is a technology that refers to the use of virtual machines to provide and manage virtual desktop. VDI hosts desktop environments on a centralized server and deploys them into end users on request. Now there is a question, how does a VDI work? That is like a hypervisor segments servers into virtual machine that in turn host virtual desktop, which users access remotely from their devices. So users can access these virtual desktops from any device or any location, and all the processing is done on the host server. So this is how it's basically an idea of how it's done. All right, so this would be the agenda for today. Okay, so before moving further in this video, I would like to request that if you're new over here, kindly subscribe to the channel because it really motivates me to create more content like this. All right, so without further ado, let's dive right into the demo part. Okay, so if you can see on my screen, I have opened a website known as osboxes.org. Okay, so this is the website from where we are going to download our VM image. So we're going to click on VirtualBox image because that's what we are going to download today. And you can see there are a lot of VDI images for VirtualBox over here. We have CentOS, we have Debian, we have Linux, DietPi, Fedora, a lot of others. What we are going to do, we are going to use Ubuntu. So there are multiple for Ubuntu's. We just have to select the one which we need. So let's do that. Let's do next. Okay, this is what we need. Click over here, click on virtual VDI desktop. That's all. Go to VM. No, not here. Yeah, okay, so 22.04 is the latest one that you're going to see right now. But if you're viewing this project in future, this video in future, there can be something like 23, 24. That does not matter. You can download any one that you want. So we are going to download the Jammy Jellyfish. Okay, so info is the username is always the OS boxes and the password is osboxes.org. So this is what we need. Okay, so we are going to use this in future. So go to VirtualBox download, click on that, and it will start the downloading. You can see that your download will start shortly, and then it will start the downloading. Okay, so this can take up to some time depending on your internet speed. You can see that it has started downloading over here, but I have already downloaded it in my system and I have kept it in a folder, so I'm not going to download it again. Okay, I'll just close this. Now let's go to Oracle VirtualBox. So just Google Oracle VirtualBox. You can see, go to this website, and then you can see a lot of options over there. So you can install the Windows installer, you can install anything, but there are other things as well. So you can go to either to this site or you can go to this site. So anything is okay. So whichever do you like. Okay, so this can take up to some time. This is VirtualBox. Now you can download the stuff that you want. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, I'll go to this one, downloads, and then look for Windows host. You can go over here and then it'll start downloading the VirtualBox 7 WinExe. So that's all you have to do. Okay, so I think I have already have it, but I'll just show you how do we install it. So let it happen. Okay, this is done. So I've just clicked it and it has started the installation. So this is our VirtualBox setup. Next, yes, install, and it will start the installation. Oracle Virtual VM VirtualBox. Okay, so make sure that nothing is running in your system, otherwise it will stop. So I'm checking that I already have installed it, so I'll just close it. Okay, otherwise it's going to throw this kind of error. So I'll just retry, and then if you'll retry, it will install. Okay, so this is perfect and this is done. Okay, so this is version 7, and at the time of recording this video, this is version 7. So when you are going to install it, it can be something different. Okay, so do not worry about that. So writing registry file status, this is something like this. Okay, and finish. So once this is done, and you can see that it is perfectly installed in your system. So I have these VMs already created, so do not worry about that. I'm going to create a new VM. All right, so do not worry about that. Let's do one thing. Okay, so this is the place that I already have. So I'll just create a extra large icon over here, and this was the one. So I'll just extract it over here. It can take up to a few seconds, so that does not matter. Okay, let it happen. I'll go to Oracle VirtualBox over here, and then I'll just, okay, this is done. Perfect. Let's go back here, click on new, because that's what we're going to do. Give it a name. I'll give it a name, Ubuntu DevSecOps Project, I think. DevSecOps Project. I do not have to select ISO image because this is not an ISO image. I have to select Ubuntu 64-bit. That's perfect. And Linux, that's perfect. Okay, let's click on next. How much memory do you want it to give? I have a lot of memory over in my system, so I'll give us 4096, which is equivalent to 4 GB. Okay, perfect. And how many CPUs do you want to give? I can give up to 3 or 4, but right now let's just give 2. You can change it later as well, do not worry. Next, and create a virtual hard disk. 25 GB is enough for me for this project, so not worry about that. But you have to use an existing virtual hard disk. Okay, so let's search for it. It'll open something like this, add, and then just give Control V over here, hit enter. You can see 64-bit over here, select this, and this is the one. Okay, perfect. Go to next. You can see everything. Just take a look. Base memory is 4096, processor is 2, false, this everything is perfect. Okay, click on finish, and then you can see that it is done. Just right click on it and then click on the start button, and then normal start, and it will take its own sweet time to start. So let it start. Let me close this because I do not need this anymore. Okay, so this is, you can see. Okay, so let me expand it a bit. It'll take its own sweet time. Press Ctrl C to cancel all the file system checks in progress. Let it happen. Okay, perfect. osboxes.org. The password is osboxes.org. Hit enter, and then you can see that it is going to take some time because this is the first time it has been happening. Let me just expand it. Okay, so this is perfect. Okay, so this is done. Now you want to check whether internet is working or not. So this is saying wired connected. Perfect. Okay, so let's go to this Firefox browser over here, and let's see whether our internet is working fine or not. It is going to use the host machine internet, so which is your laptop or your desktop. Okay, so let's what can we do? Let's click on YouTube over here, and you can see that it started making a call to YouTube, and you can say this is perfect. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So our internet is working fine over here. All right, so before moving further in the video, you can take a look at other things. You can just play around, go for terminal, and check whether everything is fine or not. Okay, so this is something like this, and I'll just do sudo su. Sudo su is for the root privileges. So osboxes.org, hit enter, and then you are over here. Okay, so I think the command to get updates is apt get install, I guess update. Invalid operation, I think, because I've worked a lot on CentOS and then not sure. Okay, this is the perfect command, apt-get update. Okay, so it's going to download a lot of stuff because I'm not sure when they uploaded this video image to osboxes.org, they might have not done the update, because after that there could be a lot of update that has come, and you just have to do this. Okay, this will take its own sweet time. This can take up to 5 minutes, this can take up to 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on your internet speed and depending on the time you are downloading everything. Okay, so you can see that this is done. Okay, so there is one more thing that you can do. You can just go over here and then you can go to settings and then you can go to displays and then you can increase or decrease the size of the resolution that you want. Okay, so right now it's by default 1280 into 768. You want to increase it, feel free to do that. Okay, so I can show an example of it. So let's do this one. Let's do the apply, and you can do the keep changes and then it should be done, and you can increase or decrease this further. Let's do the bigger one like this, apply, and then keep changes, and you can see that it has come to my full screen, which is perfect. All right, so that's all you have to do. Also, one more thing, that if you see some kind of this updated software has been issued since Ubuntu 22.04 was released, do you want to install it now? Just you can click on install now, and this will take its own sweet time. It will ask you for a password, so give the password osboxes.org, hit enter, and then it will give you the details that it is going to do. Okay, so let it happen, and I'll just fast forward the video and I won't see any whatever it is installing, let it install. Okay, so I hope everything is clear to you folks, and if there is anything that you need to understand, feel free to comment below and we will address that. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.